Previously on Ballvivor. After Brian got the boot, tensions were high on the Luna tribe as people tried to figure out who flipped.
I know Pat and I were discussing Vanis.
As much as I hate that Vanis doesn't wear a mask correctly, Ashton is sketchier.
Ashton W. is not to be trusted.
At the challenge, Vanis's height advantage gave Luna an easy win. Maya and Joe were on the bottom for being too close to Vanis, but after Joe blew up in the Solus tribe chat, he put the final nail in his coffin. 16 are left. Who will be voted out on this episode of Ballvivor?
So, Joe got voted off. Am I surprised? Not really. I just wanted to kind of rant to myself. I talked with Ashton and Brayden on the way back to my car, just how we were feeling. It's unfortunate that we ended up in tribal. I mean, no one wants to get voted off, and Joe was obviously upset. I don't know if production's gonna put that in, but I mean, let's be honest. You don't make yourself a target like that. You don't go into a group chat and try to accuse people. And I know what he was trying to do, but the way he did it was the worst way possible. And I mean, you know, people mess up. You go, oh, why did I say that? I wish people just forget about it. And it wasn't even that aggressive. I don't know what could have happened behind closed doors, but, you know, just, man, for future people, play smarter. Like, you know, play smarter.
I didn't really know how it was going to look going into tribal council with who was going to get voted off, because I honestly did not really talk to anyone throughout the week, so I had no idea where everyone's minds were. But I did tell Joe that I would vote for Stips, just because I knew it was going to be either me or Joe that was going to get voted off. And then I ended up voting for Joe, which I feel bad about, but I wasn't sure if people were going to vote for me instead of Stips, so I figured I had to protect myself, and I'm really sorry, Joe.
Solus lost their first tribe member in their first council. We lost Joe, but in my books, it's not much of a loss. After him and Lydia had their little argument in the chat, in the Discord chat, I kind of figured they put a price tag on their heads. Something that was unexpected, though, is seeing Stippy's name drawn out of the box. Stippy has been a surprise to me. When I first saw him, when I first met him, I kind of took him as a more backseat kind of guy, kind of shy, kind of timid, stumbled over his words sometimes, and that's okay. But he's really shined through as a commander, he calls the shots, he's a strategist. And I respect that, but that's also something to keep in mind. He's definitely pinged on my radar as someone to maybe think about getting out earlier than later. Strong adversary for the late game, or early game. Huge competitor for the late game. And those are things that you have to think about.
So I don't know that Lydia is who he would legitimately target. But I do know that if him and Ashton are talking, Ashton, what are your thoughts on Ashton first before I say anything?
I don't really know much about Ashton. He's not like quite like Maya in my mind, where it's like Maya just kind of shows up, she does a thing, and she leaves.
Yeah.
In my mind, like, Ashton's here to play the game, but like, I haven't put much thought into what Ashton's doing.
Sure.
Time.
Yeah.
I think, in like my mind, I thought he was just like a little frazzled from possibly being voted off. That like he's just been like staying alive.
Right. But as Ashton was walking with, I just found it weird and kind of intrusive at the time. But that was only because we had a conversation that we were kind of implied to talk about. Ashton brings up something about Lydia, like, acting on her emotions. Like, she's a very emotional player, was the quote that Ashton threw out.
Now learning from Brayden that, like, Stips has his own little thing going on. And he's trying to create a competing social power. that can't happen. I mean, that's just plain and simple. Stips can't have the competing social power. We must eliminate that from the game, which means eliminating Stips. After that, it would be Ashton, because Ashton is kind of like the shadow under Stips, I'm willing to bet. And so he, I think, then poses the next biggest threat in terms of like he needs to be gone if Lydia and I will continue to hold social power.
Well, so, I mean, obviously Joe wouldn't have voted for himself.
Right.
So there's one vote. I think it'd be safe to say that Maya probably voted for Stips.
Yeah.
Because it's like her, Vanis, and Joe are besties. So it's like, I can totally see that like she voted Stips. I don't know if I trust Brayden. And I don't know if I trust Stips.
I know.
Because Stips was just so quick to try to get people to vote Joe.
And Brian. He was like, Brian. Like, literally the first time we all met, like that first week, he was like, Brian, I want him out. I'm like, damn, okay.
And I want to know, because, like, he was like, I would rather not have my tie Destiny partner now. Like, because he's like, I'll be fine if I get voted, because, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's early in the season. So, that means, like, he's trying to maybe use, like, penalty votes to his advantage to, like, vote somebody off who doesn't like him.
So, just got done meeting with Josh and Lydia at the library. They were talking about like the 3 votes. I didn't think about the fact that other people would be thinking about that. I just thought it'd be like mainly Stips, but other people caught on to that there was 3 votes against Stips and then 6 against the rest. Or 6 against Joe from the rest of us. So they think one of those was Joe, which it was, and then they think that Maya also did. The only person I feel like who would have like caught on to that and like grown sus with me would be Josh, because I think Lydia is kind of cool with me. But Josh, I feel like is just always sus of everyone.
Oh, Vanis, he dropped out. Just bye-bye. I get it, though. I mean, especially because dude has a chance to make history on Ball State's volleyball program. It's unfortunate that he did drop out, because I think he would have been a great competitor. And honestly, like, it was fun, you know, just to have some, like, towering D1 athlete with all of us. Glad I got to kind of go up against him in the one challenge. I wish him nothing but the best. Him and the Ball State men's volleyball team, because they have a push to honestly like win nationals this year. So props to him. But that means just the Luna tribe is. Oh man, I feel bad. I feel bad for them. They're gonna lose a lot, but it's not my problem.
The last conversation that I had with my alliance, 80, Emily, Kat, and I, we all agreed we would be voting for Ashton, but we didn't have a majority necessarily, so we were going to try to reach out and get one more person. Originally, we discussed Jalen. Later that day, we got news that Vanis had quit and removed himself from the game. So if there's 7 people left in our tribe, we really have the majority, and we don't really need to be reaching out to Jalen, so we ended up not. In my opinion, I don't feel like we should let Jalen know that us 4 are in an alliance by reaching out to him, especially if we have majority at this point. That way we don't feel like we're betraying someone who we worked with when we don't need to.
Vanis quit. Honestly, we kind of all saw that coming. But what I'm worried about now is Ashton and company don't have someone to focus on that I know of. And the fact that I don't know what they're thinking scares me a lot. Like, that makes me think that it's me. That makes me think that they're targeting me.
Although we are down one member, we're not too worried about that. Yeah, I think we're doing a really good job so far. All we gotta do is just come out at this next competition with a lot of fire and a lot of energy, and we'll be good to go. Now, not exactly sure what I'm wanting as well. I have been playing a pretty docile game so far. I feel like I'm a pretty aggressive player, but I haven't shown that side of myself yet. I've been kind of holding on to that. Maybe if I make the merge or when it comes crunch time with my tribe, I feel like I'm a very valuable member of my tribe. And therefore I don't think I would get eliminated per se if we lose the next challenge.
There you go. Come on, go. Do it under a minute. Gotta go quick.
I'm already so sorry.
Got this. You're already almost out there. Okay, I'll go from that.
You're right, like to the right more, like almost the right.
Yeah.
Oh. And then you can put your left right there. Your left foot up. Right here? Yeah. There you go.
You're doing great.
Uh-oh. Unfortunately, you kind of need those to see.
Yep, you're on.
Yes.
Take your number and go stand behind your cardboard. Do not flip it over. All right, hello everyone. After a long week hiatus, 2 weeks I guess, we had our asynchronous challenge. Brayden, how was your asynchronous challenge week, was it?
It felt good. It felt good. Yeah, it was weird not being in this space for so long, but going rock climbing, it was cool. Tried it a couple of times, and yeah, it felt alright.
Yeah, good. Ashton, how was your rock climbing experience?
Awesome. Except I will say, the short shorts and the harness don't really.
I'm sure, but you had to keep tradition, right?
Of course.
All right.
They don't come off when I glue them.
Exactly, yeah. So as you know, you were playing for reward, and one tribe has won. The winner of last week's asynchronous challenge was Solus.
Yes! Oh god.
We will explain the reward here in a moment, but at this time, you will be swapping tribes. You are all behind a cardboard plate. Do not look at the cardboard plate. Under that plate is your new tribe. For the reward, you all will be having a choice Actually, first of all, those in Solus, step forward in front of all of Luna. Try to get the same line here. All right, there we go. So, sorry Luna, but for those in Solus, you will be making a decision with yourself that involves your tied destiny partner. With your number, we will go number by number, starting with Lydia. You will be flipping over your, not yet, we will be flipping over your cardboard, and you will see what tribe is on there. With that, you have a decision to make. You can either choose to switch with your tied destiny partner, or you can stay where you are with that tribe. Does anyone have any questions? Sticks.
What if your tied destiny partner kind of hit the road wrong?
That's a great question. You are treated as Luna.
Cool.
Do we want him to step back?
Yeah, you'll step back.
Yeah, you are with Luna right now. All right. You can start, Lydia. Lydia, make your decision.
I'm gonna switch.
Switch, okay. Tie destiny partner.
Okay, Lauren.
Yep. Okay, all right, come to this table right here. Yep, and you're locked in. You're right here. So that is how this will go. Lauren, first member of newly assigned Luna. All right, Maya, you may go.
Solus.
Solus,
Stay.
you're going to stay. So, come to this table right over here. Maya, first member of newly assigned Solus. You may go here, Carly. Luna,
I'm gonna switch.
you're going to switch with your tied destiny partner. And your tied destiny partner. Jalen, you will now go to Luna. Ashton, you're up. Suspense. Solus, you don't have to buy a new color. Would you like to stay, or would you like to go with Solus or switch? I understand that. Solus again. Adonica, you are up. Solus.
Stay.
Brayden, you are up. Tara. Suspense really got you there. You have 6 seconds to choose. To stick with Tara or switch with your tied destiny partner. 3, 2.
I'm gonna stick with Tara.
We're going to stick with Tara. Come to this table right here. First member of Tara. Brayden. Josh. Luna. Would you like to switch? You will switch with your tied destiny partner. Kat. New member of newly assigned Luna. All right.
Hey guys.
Tara.
Tara. You were at Tara. Right? New member of Tara. Emily. New member of Luna. Stips. New member of Tara. Now, starting with Lydia, we'll go down the line again. You are with Solus. You are with Solus. Oh, my apologies. All right.
I don't care.
Okay, we'll just keep them down the line. Sorry, Amy.
No, that's fine.
Carly, go ahead. Tara, and Amy, the final member of Luna.
Go.
All right. Luna, Solus, and Tara. Welcome to your first as a new tribe challenge, immunity challenge. Tonight's challenge will be a slide puzzle seek across campus. You will each get a clue to go find your bag of slide puzzle pieces. Fast forwarding, those slide puzzle pieces will need to be solved here in Park. Also, for tonight's challenge, since there are 3 tribes, one of you will be immune for next week's tribal council. 2 tribals for next week. 2 tribes will be sent to tribal next Sunday night, which means 2 players will be voted out next Sunday night. All right. On your mark, get set, go.
You really said I'm gonna be like 20 minutes late. And then in that 20 minutes, everything changed.
Oh, hell broke loose.
Yes.
Okay, let's run.
Let's run.
Anybody have any ties to any of those teams? No. Okay. So I will say, I was close with Stippy. I was kind of close with Braden. But I know Braden and Stippy were already close.
They were?
Kinda, they were talking. So that's things to keep in mind. I also know that Stippy is, when I first met him, he's very unassuming, but he is a very big strategist.
Right. Well, we can split up. Like, we were already split up, but we all have to be at the bag.
Like, how would they know that we're...
Because people are there at the bag.
Yeah, I bet the... Oh, that's what you were saying. Yeah, Ballvivor.
Come on, team.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, wait, there's no hesitation. We're almost just so tired. It's like tight. Let's sing around though.
Oh, it's in a different order.
North or
Oh, I get it now.
Oh, north. What is it? What is it? North is that way. North Hall. We gotta go north.
So I'm trying to think. We're going to Student Center 302.
I was thinking it might be Bracken.
Dude, I was wondering the same thing.
I was thinking like up to 302. I know exactly where 302 is in Bracken.
Yeah?
Here, yeah, right in the middle.
Yo. Kumbaya.
Cool.
Cool.
What's our clue? This is donkey.
Do we up to 302?
Do it.
That's Bracken Library. Dewey Decimal System.
Oh.
It's Bracken Library 302.
My God.
Honestly,
Morning.
I think
Tara's making me nervous.
really.
I mean, before you came, we were all talking about like how we wanted to. We were gonna see if they would, or like we were gonna think about keeping Ashton C until merge and then get him out immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever
Ashton said straight up that he wants to be voted off soon. He's not having. He's too anxious.
Yeah. But also like he was getting information from
Yeah, which is just straight up not fair.
So an unfortunate thing occurred.
We guessed it too. We said
We went to Student Center 302, walked into a sorority meeting. So off to Bracken we go.
Yep.
If it wasn't soulless, we'd be nice.
Did you have to different clues?
We're Stips.
Wait a minute, are you guys soulless or Tara? You guys are Tara.
Oh, whatever. We'll
Let's
see
go.
you there.
Did we get different first clues or no? Probably.
Maybe. What was your first clue?
We're not telling.
Probably the same as yours right now.
Okay, hold hands. And you're blue?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Dude, like we're breathing right now.
There you go. Good luck.
Wait, everybody, just walk back here. We're reading it first.
Okay, and you're orange, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Palm trees that stand year long in home of the fan deer.
Say what?
In home of the what? Fan deer. Palm trees that stand year long.
Isn't it the
same?
Is that the, what's it called? Atrium?
All right, so we just got a clue. What was it? Sing and dance?
Something singing and dancing around a campfire.
Campfire. You know, it would have to be north, right? So if we're cool with this, y'all, hey, I'm just gonna like book it over there and then I'll book it back. If it's not, y'all can walk and
I'll book with you.
Cool, let's do it.
Baller move, keeping with the...
Oh, thanks, dude.
Saw the way Solus was, and I was like, dude, with you going on green.
That was the best odds.
And seeing everybody on Solus, I was like, I'm gone.
We've already gotten.
I would be gone.
They're not doing well.
Okay, come on, guys.
Don't know how it's gonna be, but Luna gets here first. See if they can.
Heck yeah.
See if they can spend 30 minutes on a slide puzzle.
Yes! You go over there. I'll get him. No one likes us. We don't care. We are Terra.
You're right.
Okay, let's go.
Wait, read it first.
Solus is coming up with their puzzle pieces, getting ready to start their slide. Emily's struggling a little bit. Lydia attempting the slide puzzle for
Attempting.
Solus. Oh yeah, attempting. Don't worry, it's not easy.
You got it, Lydia.
Still waiting on Tara. It's getting late. Getting late.
Yes, perfect. Was at park. So we'll see what happens. But hand in hand, heart in heart, we are Terra. I don't have a line.
We're good, let's go.
Wait, read it.
Emily getting close. Tara still not here. Remember, one tribe has immunity.
Yeah, does someone else want to try?
Yeah, sure. Oh.
We've got a substitution here. Jalen stepping in might totally mess up Emily's progress. Whoa, whoa. Tara, still not here. They might be at Eastern Michigan University at this time. I don't even know. They're at a new college. We're playing Ballvivor at Ball State University.
Terra, you know that mystery flavored dum dum sucker? You don't know what you're gonna get with us. That's always gonna be mildly
Disappointing.
Terra, mediocre at best.
We ran to the student center stupidly and back before she made it.
I was about to say. I was walking with him and I was like, at this point, do I keep walking with him? I don't know. Poor guy.
That's just way too big of a hindrance for future challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you call speed, baby. Come on.
Okay, go.
Tara is about to walk in to start the biggest comeback in Ballvivor history, maybe? We'll find out. We will find out. Stiff's making progress. In fact, being almost 20 minutes behind. He's taking a timeout. Lauren checking in for Luna. Stips looks to be close for Tara. Lauren, not as close as she was earlier. Lydia, also not as close as she was earlier. Tara wins the meeting! Tara with their first immunity. Stips, you had a 30-minute deficit almost, or 20-minute deficit, but you came back all that way. How did you do that?
Well, I had my team behind me. Had some people talking trash. You gotta light the fire, and boy, he ignited it for me. Let's go!
Some passion.
This guy. This guy.
Let's go! Gotta do it for the team.
Yeah. It was come back.
Going into Ballvivor last night, the last thing that I was expecting was all all of our tribes to change. That was the last thing on my radar. It immediately made me anxious, nervous, scared, because I had finally gotten into a majority alliance on my tribe, 4 of us versus 3 others, which made me automatically safe for at least 3 weeks. Obviously, the 3 other people in my alliance are still together on Luna, which might come back to bite me later on in the game. I'm hoping not. But right now, my biggest concern is Terra is composed of 3 Solus members, 2 Terra members, or 2 Luna members. So the obvious issue is I'm in a minority now. All I can say is we won immunity, so next week I'm safe and I need to keep taking it week by week. As of today, I also received an advantage in the game where I can block someone else's vote. So I'm keeping that information completely to myself, and I will use it when I feel that I need it.
Guess what I found? It's not what I found. Guess what I got? I got a reward! I got a reward! Isn't that crazy? Nobody seemed to notice that I had the best rock climbing score. I killed that. I was amazing. And everybody kept complimenting each other like I wasn't the best. What's that about? Now, I was questioning if I should do as good as I knew I could, because I knew that if I beat everybody, maybe I'll be a challenge beast. But nobody noticed, which was amazing. And 2, I figured people are going to want to keep me in a tribe if I'm that good. Whatever. I got a reward. It's to block a vote. How amazing is this? This is perfect because I can block a vote while I'm voting, meaning nobody knows who blocked the vote. It won't say blocked by Brayden, which means I don't have to tell anybody about this.
Some freaking spirit guide is like on my side, because it just so happens that my Thai Destiny partner was standing on a Terra cardboard box or cardboard square thing. I was so scared when they said we're gonna drop our team or like drop our buffs, like figuratively. Cause I was like, oh, frick, I made all these alliances and stuff. And luckily those were the 2 people, Stips and Brayden were the 2 people that have been saying they want to ally with me, like completely, like top 3 type stuff.
Imagine everyone else right now. They're probably having to like worry about who they're voting out. And we're over here like going talking about needing a crowbar to get all the blankets off his back.
Hey, they're meant to chill for a second. Everybody's on me. I don't want to, like, I can't carry, look at my twig arms. I can't carry these people.
You know, my back still hurts from having to carry all you Sunday.
Upsetting.
So Luna lost because Stips is a puzzle god. I don't know how you did that. I tip my hat to you, sir. But now Luna has to get rid of someone. And my initial thought was to get rid of Lauren, and that is what 80 and Kat and I had talked about.
Lauren? I say Lauren. That's what I was thinking. Jalen's useful. He's useful in challenges, guys. Y'all. And we also already have a majority, so we're good. It's our game.
And I'd assume if anybody gets down to 3, we're going to merge. Like, that's what I'm assuming.
I'm here.
So, the plan is to get out Lauren, and that's just, I hate to say it, it's just kind of like the odd one out in a way. Like, she's so sweet. It's just like, I haven't talked to her at all.
Here's my little tidbit to throw to you. Kat and Josh are in an alliance.
Josh from Solus? The RA? Are they?
They are.
Yeah, they're Thai Destiny.
They're also in the honors college together and have a couple of classes together.
You said Lydia and Josh are, like, together.
Yes,
Stuff's hard.
it is.
I just don't know if I can convince Emily to vote off Kat right now.
So, I mean, I'm feeling alright. I mean, this is all we need to get somebody out, 3 people. So that can be very simple. I don't really have a preference per se, but you know, I'm going with whatever you guys want to do. Obviously, we have to get somebody out. So I hear we have some tea.
Okay, here's the thing. Lauren's kind of easy vote. Like, I don't know of any alliances she's in or anything, but I have some tea on Kat. I'm 70% sure that Kat and Josh are in an alliance from the Solars.
Josh.
And they're tied.
Like, curly hair guy?
Or no. That's my dad. That's Brayden.
That's great.
But they're both RAs, and they're tied Destiny partners, and I saw them together.
I mean, the thing is, like, obviously, you know, we are in essentially sort of like a do no wrong situation, because if we just keep us 3 strong, then it's no big deal. We'll have to manage it regardless.
Yeah.
Especially moving into a merge like situation, you know, already having 2 people solid, potentially 4 with Lauren. I really just don't see Kat staying loyal to the tribe come merge.
I don't either. I think once the merge happens, that's enough.
Well, 80 had some information to where thinking we should get rid of Kat. And at first I was like, what? No, because of my alliance with Josh and how we were gonna like try to not get our tied Destinies from getting eliminated.
So on one hand, yes, Lauren is already sort of mentally prepared to go, so if we were to take her out, she'd be like, so true besties. And then we could, like, if we were to lose again, then we have the advantage, and, like, we get Kat out. But I do understand why we would want to flip it and have Kat go out first. I don't know.
But the more they talked about why we should get rid of Kat, the harder it was to defend them. Plus, I mean, there's only so much I can do before they're gonna be like, why are you trying to defend them so hard?
Hello, Luna. Welcome to Tribal Council. Place your candles on the table. The candle represents your life. All right, Luna. First time as a one tribe voting against each other. Emily, how are you feeling tonight for Tribal Council?
I'm kind of spooked, but I'm interested to see what happens.
Oh yeah, all right. Jalen, what about you? What is tonight? What is tonight to you compared to the first time you were here?
Well, I will say being here in person is a lot different. It puts me right in the mix of being able to be in conversations and tribal. I'm very excited for this as well.
It is your first time being in this setting, and yes, it can be nerve-wracking. So last week, you all lost the challenge. Kat, do you have any thoughts on how the challenge went for you?
I think we won in our hearts. We got here first. We might not be good at puzzles, but we're good at scavenger hunts. So that's where it counts.
But it did not win.
So it counts in our hearts.
Right.
Maybe not to you, but...
Fair enough. Lauren, at the end of the challenge, you and Jalen switched, and there was a lot of, looked like, scrambling from your hands, like working with it. What were your thoughts with the slide puzzle?
I was trying to figure out an overall pattern to it, because for the most part it was all right, but there was like some things that just didn't fit quite right, so I was trying to like adjust it a little bit to not mess up the overall thing, but it was a lot tougher under pressure than if I was doing it on my own time. I feel like if I was on my own time clock, I would have been a lot more calm about it, but with the added pressure of having 2 other teams racing to finish the race, it was scary.
Right. Jalen, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought I had good progress
You were stumped. I noticed you were stumped halfway, and you were at the same spot for like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I tried manipulating the order, and it didn't just seem to work. So I decided to switch off, give a fresh pair of eyes on it. End up not winning the challenge, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
Right, and it definitely showed, I would assume from Lauren and Luna's perspective, Jalen's teamwork. I mean, he was ready to give it off to somebody else just in case. AD, what was the challenge like for you just going through it all?
Scavenger hunt was fun. It was kind of cold, and I realized I was out of shape. But I liked being a cheerleader. It was fun watching from the sidelines, I guess.
Yeah. So tonight is your first kind of vote between the 5 of you. Is there any speculation of idols and or any advantages for tonight, Emily? News to you, right?
Yeah.
Are we still in kind of happy go Luna mode, or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? Fair enough. Well, we will definitely find out tonight. I do have one question I want all of you to answer, and I'm interested in your opinion. Emily, I'll start with you. Is there someone on your tribe who you think is the leader, or would you say it's kind of in the middle?
I think it's kind of in the middle.
Okay. Kat?
No, I agree. I think that now that it's just the 5 of us, it's like more teamwork than it was before. It doesn't feel like there's like a leader, a unified leader. It seems like it's a democracy.
Gotcha. Jalen?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's one leader to the group. I think that we all communicate, with each other, what we're going to be able to do that both best help the tribe out. I don't think there's one sole leader though.
Gotcha. AD, Lauren, you both agree?
I agree. Yeah, we're all very communicative with each other, and we all pitch in our own thoughts to the team. So.
Fair enough. And Jalen, is there a plan in place that you know of, or do you think there's something else brewing behind the scenes?
I believe that there's a plan for tonight.
Plan for tonight. Does everyone else think so?
No.
No. Caught you off guard?
Hard to say. I think everyone has like an individual plan.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, would you like to find out if there's a plan or not?
What if we said no? What
Hey,
would
we
you do?
can keep talking. It's your time too. We can keep talking if you want, but
We shouldn't delay so much, and they're trying.
No, maybe we should. They got here 20 minutes late.
they did get here a little late. Well, let's go ahead and get to it. Lauren, it is time to vote. All right, on the tally of the votes. If anyone has a hidden meeting idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, all your votes. The majority is held. You'll be asked to leave, then say goodbye. First vote, Lauren. Second vote, Kat. Third vote, Kat. 2 votes Kat, 1 vote Lauren. Fourth person voted out of Ballvivor Season 3, Kat. Saying goodbyes. Kat, your tribe is spoken. Thank you for playing. a group. You're down to 4, and it's gonna get a little tougher. I got nothing else for you.
So I got voted off in the RA uniform, but I kind of expected this to happen. I knew that like the best play for them was to vote off me because I seem confident, even though I have no idea what's going on 100% of the time. But no hard feelings because I still think this is really fun and I really hope that they win. And I started to notice that they were gonna vote me off, like when the alliance that I had with AD and Emily, they just stopped responding in that chat. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be voted off, so I'm gonna try everything in my power to be here tonight because I'd rather be voted off in person than through a text message because that would be like breaking up through text and I don't think I could emotionally handle that. But yeah, I honestly feel fine.
We would have won. Oh my god. We literally would have gotten through merge because we were right. Stips was shady, so was Ashton, and so was Brayden. We were right. They were all shady. They were all working together. We would have won because we would have frustrated all of their plans, got rid of them, retained social power, and it didn't matter what was happening on Luna. It didn't matter because we would have had everything we needed. So, I mean, in general, like, the tribe swap was just a giant wrench in my game. That being said, I will overcome it. And it'll simply all be okay. We were somehow gonna win the game, and now we're in horrendous shape.
No. Remember, Josh, we are smarter than everybody.
We also can't lose another person, though.
Yeah.
But after this, as long as both of us stay in the game, no matter what happens, we at least have 2 votes.
Absolutely. And I think we could sway at least Maya over because she seems to be a little lost without an alliance because she seemed to only seclude herself to Joe.
Maya is writing through this, and she's going to continue to write through this. And so we don't have a way to stop her right now either. There's too many things going on, and Adonika's the bigger issue here, because to me, Adonika's very strong-minded, and I need weak-minded people right now. Or people that at least can't see what I'm doing. Because we can't read Adonika, Adonika just has to kind of go. Which sucks, because I like Adonika. Like, as a person and as a player. Like, I think she does a good job at both of those things. So unfortunately, I hate to see Adonika go.
We got a new tribe, which really was surprising because Ballvivor just brings new surprises for me every single week. Like, I don't really know how it works, but I'm just along for the ride. But yeah, I'm really upset because my only friend Carly in this whole game is not my tribe anymore. But so now I have no friends. I also, I guess, made an alliance with Lydia, but I don't know because I've always been really suspicious of her. And I feel like she definitely was the one who made the fake idol because she's like smart and gives like history speeches. So like she would know how to make a fake idol. But that's just me.
We did not win the challenge. Obviously. That sucks. I have a few critiques. I think Lydia should have switched out, and I get what she was doing. She was very in to win it, which is great. But everyone else was switching out except Tara, which makes sense because they got there first and Stips was going crazy. But like everyone was switching out and Luna, taking turns, you know? I'm not saying I could have done anything better, but I think you get to a certain point when you're like doing a project and then it's burnout. I think that's what was happening because I just was watching her do it and I'm like, she's not getting anywhere. She's not getting any closer. So I thought that would have been better.
I don't know. I don't know who I'm gonna vote for. Not Josh. I feel like Josh won his place from that Dewey moment.
Yes.
I have been thinking about Lydia because she is like, I don't know if switching out in that last challenge would have changed the outcome. Because there was a point where I was kind of thinking, like, I was like, oh, she's really into it. Like, let her keep going. Like, she's really into it. She doesn't want to change. She's super hyper-focused right now. But then as it kept kind of drawing out and we didn't really get anywhere and there wasn't any communication from her, like, at all, like, we'd be like, hey, you want to switch out? She wouldn't even say no, you know? You kind of have to start thinking, like, when does that emotional aspect become a crutch? When is it becoming an issue?
Because that's what I was thinking too, because you could totally tell that at some point her brain kind of just switched off and there was no way she was going to solve it. Like, you're like doing a really hard puzzle and you just need to take a break from it. That's where she was at. And it wasn't done. But we couldn't switch out because she wasn't saying anything and we couldn't cross the line to be like, hey, tap out.
One of us is going home next week. And I don't know who it's going to be. Honestly, I think it may be me. Like, I've given a lot of competitive planning and insight, but for example, Maya's athletic. While she's quiet, she's athletic. Josh is very smart. He was the one that got the do clue, which go off on him. Ashton is just a really cool personality. And Lydia was the one trying super hard on the puzzle. I just didn't really give anything special this challenge, which isn't bad. I just think it's gonna bite me in the ass come next tribe council. If I don't get voted out, that's great. But honestly, I think I'm gonna get voted out. I don't know. We'll see.
Welcome, Solus. Thank you. Put your candles on the table. All right, Solus, let's get started. Josh, how were you feeling after the whole tribe swap situation last week?
I was upset. Like, y'all did us dirty with that. Like, I was feeling good. I'm like, okay, we're gonna win this next challenge, and then that happened. So I'm very happy with the results, though.
Fair enough. Ashton, what were your thoughts?
I knew something was coming, but I didn't know what. And so as soon as Braden turned around and said Tara, I was like, oh, we're getting derailed here. And so it was interesting to see how all of a sudden the game kind of changes and there's a new power structure. Because instead of 2 teams, there's 3.
Correct.
So it changes the hierarchy.
Right, and with your guys' tribe swap, nothing really changed except you lost a few members. Lydia, would you say that was a good thing or a bad thing to see 4 Solus members to your left rather than a mix of Solus and Luna?
I think it was interesting how a lot of people tried to stick with the tribes that they were originally on. A couple of people either didn't have a choice to go to Terra or they did have a choice, and that was also kind of a surprise to see those people move to Terra on their own accord. But it's a little nerve-wracking now that there's 5 of us. It makes it that much harder to vote somebody out.
Adonica, your thoughts with the whole challenge when that started? Scavenger hunt and the puzzle, looking at it, how did you feel?
Honestly, I thought the whole challenge was really fun. I think our method of running immediately instead of, pacing ourselves was a bit silly because quickly I remembered I have asthma. So I was like, oh, right. I am not invincible. So other than that, it was fun. And I mean, honestly, Stips came in last minute. It was the most coolest thing ever. I can't even be that angry, to be honest. That was just clean.
Right. Maya, what were your thoughts on the challenge that night?
I thought it was fun too. But yeah, I mean, I think we did our best, but Stips just came in. There's nothing we could do.
All right. Lydia, I have to ask. So, in the slide puzzle, you had the choice to stay with yourself, doing it the whole way, or you could have called off for someone else to come help you. You were there for 20, 25 minutes, gaining some progress, and like you said, you had a plan when I asked you, but in the end, didn't get the win. What was your thoughts there?
I noticed that Luna switched out, 3 players?
Yep.
And every time a new player came in, you were like, part's been lost, so I was like, okay, I have an idea of what I want to do. If I switch out, then that might get lost, that might get slowed down, whatever. So I just stay in, because I could see it forming, but then the steps it was out of the water.
So would you say your move was better for the team that you didn't want to risk that, or worse for the team because you didn't let some of your tri-mates come in and maybe save the day?
I honestly have no idea. I feel like with Zips coming in and immediately doing the puzzle, I don't know if there's anything that we could have done. But I do think it would have been better if I had given my tri-mates a shot at doing the puzzle.
Gotcha. Ashton, what were your thoughts watching Lydia do the slide puzzle?
It came up as very hyper-focused, and that was a good thing. That's what we needed to see, is to see the confidence, because as soon as you see that confidence kind of shake, you're like, okay, what's going on here? But after asking her, and she was like in it, she's in the zone and whatever, it was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna kill it, But as soon as Stips got set up and all of that, and he made that really rude quote about my mom's house.
But you weren't talking to him.
That's not important, though. There's
I think it lit a fire in his head, though. Your comments.
Oh, I'll let it fire.
You light a fire?
Yeah, but anyway, seeing him go to town, and obviously he had a plan with the slide puzzle and what he was going to do, and he even said it after that the outside before you go on the inside kind of thing. But while he was starting to get everything situated and he had that fire in him of being last, having that pressure, I think that kind of gave him a heightened advantage kind of thing. Whereas as time went on, I kind of could see Lydia getting frustrated, understanding it. Those things are tough. And also without the other two tribes not making any progress and Stips automatically getting a system down, it was a little disheartening.
Gotcha.
But we found it.
Josh, if you had the chance again, would you have asked Lydia to switch, or were you fine with what Lydia was capable of doing?
I don't know. I think that we did the best we could. I think no one could have predicted the fact that Stips would have been a master puzzler. I don't think I'd ever look at Stips and be like, that man can solve a puzzle.
Was it the Toy Story sweatshirt?
Maybe. So I don't know. I know I couldn't have done any better. And so personally, I would not been let me try, because that was not my thing was no Dewey Decimal System.
There you go.
So I personally wouldn't have, because I not.
Gotcha. Moving on from the challenge, tonight is your third tribal, first one as a group of 5. Maya, for tonight's vote, would you say there's a plan in place, or what's on your mind?
I don't know. I mean, it's sad that we all were already soulless, so we all were close. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Fair enough. Adonica, what are your thoughts for tonight's vote?
Heartbroken. I don't want to vote anyone out, to be honest. I love everyone on this team. It hurts. I was really battling until last minute deciding, because I really think everyone is such a strong player on our team and has something to give. So, yeah, all over, just a bummer.
Gotcha. And based off of last time I saw you guys, it was pretty one-sided, but there were a few votes for Joe, which might have changed the ways you all think of each other. Josh, what were your thoughts on the last vote and how you think it'll affect tonight?
I don't know if there's anything that can direct a correlation. First of all, we're a smaller tribe. We don't know who actually voted for who.
Right.
So it's I have no idea. Maybe we were all the ones that voted for Joe. Maybe we weren't. So I don't know. So there's not really any correlation between what happened tonight and the last.
Gotcha. And I have to ask, Maya, what are your thoughts for tonight? Maybe there's an idol in place. I know Adonica had the fake, but it was fake. For tonight, is that still in your head?
What do you
With an idol, do you think there's still an idol in play, or is it just fakes all around?
I don't know. I feel like there definitely has to be because someone placed the fake one, and I feel like someone found it and then put a fake one there. But I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, are we ready to vote? All right. It is time to vote. Maya, we'll start with you. By the way.
Oh,
So, yeah,
you're
good. All right, I'll go tally the votes. If anyone has a hidden meaning out of it and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Adonica. Second vote, Maya. Third vote, Adonica. 2 Adonica, 1 Maya. Fifth person voted out of Ballvivor, Season 3, Adonica. Say your goodbyes, grab your things.
Goodbye.
Oh, this way.
Oh, right. I gotta get my hands up.
Adonica, Travis. Alright, Solus, you're now down to 4. Things are going to start to get a little intense. I got nothing else for you. Thank you.
Honestly, I don't know. I kind of assumed there was some foul play. I don't know who voted against me. I know it was Maya, but I don't know who else. So I guess be careful who you trust, guys. Good luck. I love you all. Can't wait to see who wins.